Hi, and welcome to Bedtime Stories. My name is Reshorna Fitzpatrick, and I am excited to be here tonight to read two bedtime stories. So, the first story I'm going to read is called This is the Stable. The second book I'm going to read is called 10 Things I Can Do to Help Save My World. So, let us get started. But before I do that, I want to say happy holidays from Open Books. The books that I have received, I got them from Open Books, and you too can get holiday books and all kinds of books from Open Books. They are available to you. So let us get started with our first book. This is The Stable, and this book was written by Cynthia Cotton and illustrated by Delaney Batelli. This is a stable. This is a stable, dusty and brown, in a quiet corner in the Bethlehem town. Here's the Bethlehem town. This is a stable. This is a star whose light shone down on the quiet stable, dusty and brown. Here is the sun shining down on the stable. This is the manger filled with hay to feed the animals sheltered away from the chilly night when the star shone down on the quiet stable, dusty and brown. This is a cow with a swishing tail whose gentle moo hushed a baby's wail. This is a donkey, gray and white, who stood near the manger all through the night. They both kept watch while the star shone down on the quiet stable, dark and brown. Beautiful pictures. This is a mother, her manner so mild, singing and rocking her newborn child. This is the father, the husband, patient and wise, guarding his family with his watchful eyes. You see the mother, you see the father, and you see the baby. Together they settle down in the quiet stable, dusty and brown. These are the shepherds tending the sheep out in the fields while they all are asleep. These are the angels, a glorious throng who sang to the shepherds a wonderful song. Be not afraid, go to Bethlehem town, to the quiet stable, dusty and brown. These are the wise men, travelers three, who knew of an ancient prophecy. They followed the star whose light shone down on the quiet stable, dusty and brown. These are their gifts, so fine to behold, frankincense, myrrh, and glistening gold. They carried these presents uphill and down till they reached the stable, dusty and brown. This is the baby born in the night in the stable marked by the stars so bright. A baby boy who cooed and cried and looked around with eyes so wide. Then cuddled and swaddled, he laid his head on the soft, sweet hay in his manger bed, and slept in the stable in Bethlehem town, the quiet stable, dusty and brown. This is the stable, dusty and brown, in a quiet corner of the Bethlehem town. With the coo of a dove for a lullaby, the little slumbered with barely a cry, safe and warm of the light and love, while all through the night in the heavens above. The angels sang and the stars shone down on the quiet stable in the Bethlehem town. The quiet stable, dusty and brown. This is the story of the birth of Jesus Christ. Now, let's read our second story. 10 Things You Can Do to Save Our World. The story is written by Melanie Walsh. The very first thing we can do is I remember what am I going to remember? To turn off the lights when I leave the room. Whenever we turn off the lights when we leave the room, it saves energy. Turning off the light and using more efficient light bulbs saves valuable energy. Turn off the light, save energy. I try. What do I try to do? Let's see. I try to turn off the tap water every time I brush my teeth. If we turn off the tap water every time we brush our teeth, we save 18 glasses of water. So let's try that. Turning off the tap water when we brush our teeth. I always do what with the trash? What do we do with trash? I always throw it away in the trash can. Putting garbage away keeps the world safe and clean. Don't you want to be safe and clean? Throw trash where it belongs. I will. Well, what will I do? Let's see, what will we do for the birds? Feed the birds in the wintertime. We will feed the birds in the wintertime. Why? Feeding the birds helps them get ready for nesting in the spring. So we got to do our part. Let's feed the birds. Such a beautiful birdhouse. What do we use? Let's see here. Both sides of the paper. So when we're writing, if we use both sides of the paper, if we did this, it would greatly reduce the number of trees we use to cut down to make paper. So let's use both sides of our papers, everyone. I remind my parents. Now, what are we reminding our parents to do? Let's take a look here. To unplug the television if we are not watching it. A lot of appliances, if we are not watching them or using them, are still using electricity. So it becomes our responsibility to turn them off when we are not using them. What else can we do to help our world? I enjoy a lot of things, but let's see what we enjoy in this book. Making toys from things around the house. We can use or reuse lots of things before we throw them away. Let's start reusing some of those items that we've just been putting in the trash because they are reusable. So let's see, what do we like to do? There is a car. And do we like to ride in the car? Or what we like to do is we like to walk to school. And since most of us are not in school right now, we like to walk around the house up and down the stairs to get that exercise that we need. When we do walk, avoiding our car trips saves gas and cuts down on air pollution. Walking is a very good exercise. So let's put on those tennis shoes and get to walking. I can. What is it that I can do? Let's see, what can we do? Oh, this is what I love. I'm a gardener, so I like this. I can plant seeds and help them grow. Plants can help the air clean and healthy. It can keep the air clean and healthy. So let's do some planting. And we can do indoor planting as well. It will help keep the air clean and keep us healthy. I can help. Okay, we can jump in and help do what? Lots of things we can do. But let's see what the book tells us we can help to do. We can help recycle, right? Sort the recycling. So here we see there are cans. There's a glass. We can put glass here. We can put compost there. We can put paper here. And we can also recycle plastic. Recycling is great for us. More than half of our garbage can be recycled. It takes much less energy to recycle something than to replace it with something new. All because, love the stars, all because we decided we want to recycle. We can have a better world. We can have a better place to live. So I am happy to be with you tonight. Thank you for tuning in. You have a wonderful evening, and I hope these bedtime stories will be something that you can remember and share with other people. Good night. Have a great evening, and thank you so much for listening. Peace and blessings during this holiday season.